Since then, they have found out that the Big Ten slate is as tough as ever, but they're 4-2 in their last 6, and this is the country's best blocking team. They're led by Raynell Jones and a couple of stud sophomores. And the Terps on the board. Their big hitter, the sophomore, Sam Sire. And that one dropped in for a kill that time. It comes from Layla Ricks. From their freshman season a year ago, the 3rd ranked recruiting class in the history of Maryland volleyball. Ricks, Dowler, Sire, the big sophomore, is a part of that group. That one in the corner, and it's good for a kill. Just outside the top 10 in kills per set in the Big Ten. Dowler looking for Ricks again, dropped in. Madison Chitty diving to get hands on that one. Another dig from Chitty. She's all over the place here in the early going. And how about the defense from Rutgers not saying die? Now they can set up the offense. Pushed, Maximova, and a kill. What a point from Rutgers. Hard not to chuckle when you see that. But they have been all business in her 2 seasons here, and that is their identity. They fight for every single point in the country in terms of blocks per set, more than 3 blocks per set, and it's an ace out of the timeout from Ina Balika. Balika, the do-it-all setter here in her senior year for Rutgers. Nice dump set kill from the sophomore setter, Sydney Dowler. Not anymore after last season. The Big Ten Conference awarded her with a first-team all-conference selection. She is the heartbeat, the quarterback of this Rutgers offense. There's Sire sent back. Battle at the net goes the way of Dowler. Coach Caitlin Schweihofer said that there's a lot more pressure, a lot more expectations on this team last year. And there's a big block from Sire and Raynell Jones. Rutgers only having 5 wins in the conference in the 6 years prior. That, again, everybody's got you on their radar now. They know that they can't take you lightly, so they're going to game plan just as extensively as they do for the top teams in the country in the Big Ten standings, in a conference in which the top 7-8 teams are all ranked and are all going to the tournament. So if you're able to get near the middle, you know that you're becoming one of the top teams in the country. This year, especially the last 2 matches, Rutgers has been very, very close to getting some of those big-time ledger wins, but ultimately falling short, as there's a kill for Cheshire. But Rutgers looks across the net and sees this Maryland team as another team that has been at the bottom of the conference table for the last couple of years, and now they have broken out. We saw shades of it last year, and they have made the gigantic leap forward this season, 17-6. They're on pace for one of the best seasons in program history. Kojadinovic. And there's Sire again. He left after an 18-14 season to go to Indiana, and then Adam Hughes took over, replicated that same record after they lost a bunch of seniors. Struggled to kind of match that level in the 2 years since, as that one's pinballing around. Rutgers not going to be able to get it back. Freshman class, one of the best classes in the country, brought in by Adam Hughes. We mentioned it, Dowler, Ricks, Sire. Now sophomores taking that gigantic step forward. Maryland on pace to win 20 matches for the first time since 2005. And they had longtime legendary head coach Janice Kruger. So yeah, fair to say Maryland having their best season in a decade and a half. Cheshire gets it through the block. A monster performance from the 5th-year senior from Tennessee. And almost another ace from Rutgers. Maryland fights to get it back. Lika McNamara sliding right. It was dug out. Nicely dug by Polinechi Peruka. We go to McNamara again. Maryland defense up for the test. Here's Ricks with a whole lot of power coming down. Layla Ricks brings Maryland within 1. Sam Sire with almost 300 kills on the year. Nechi Peruka with over 200, and then Raynell Jones. But Layla Ricks gets her fair share of chances. Caitlin Schweihofer said playing Maryland, playing Michigan State, teams we beat both times last year. It does not matter. We're going to go into this match the same way we go into every other match. Blocking up to snuff here for Maryland. They've got a chance to tie it. They go to Nechi Peruka. Belika takes it out of the air. Here's Maximova. Looking for the corner. Sire. And how about that in the middle? They get it to Hannah Thompson. Maryland, who once trailed by 5 points in this set, has tied it up at 15 apiece. McNamara, though. Always watching film, always watching some of how the best in the conference do it. She has really implemented that right slide very well. It's a reason Shea McNamara, 4th on the team with over 130 kills on the season. What a dig that time. No option that time for Kaylee Thomas other than just sit there and wear it, and it was her defense again leading the way for the Terps. This team is just so tough. They grind you down. There's no easy points throughout the course of a match. And Nechi Peruka struggled in the early going of this match, but they seem to be picking it up here now. We're going to close out this first set. Still a while to go, and Maximova had it dug out by the libero Gamillion. They go to Vernon. Maryland's defense stout yet again. Nechi Peruka went low. Chitty was there. Long rally. Expect many of these today from 2 very good defensive teams, and then sliding right and putting it home is Hannah Thompson. In College Park, both teams struggled out of the gate in terms of their offense, or at least Maryland did. But in that match a week and a half ago at home, they got better and better as the contest went on. Hit just 118 in the first set, then 353 in the second, and then a dominant performance in the third. They hit 438. And that one drops right in the corner. Nechi Peruka again use her precision to win points. Tina Gurkovic, the sophomore from Serbia. Belika rarely loses a battle at the net, but that time Gamillion was there to corral it, and then from the back row, it's Sire. Having one of the best seasons in recent memory for this program. There's Gurkovic crushing that one. No chance for Gamillion to dig it out. But more on Sire. Freshman season, she was hurt in the early going of the COVID-shortened season. Didn't play a whole ton. She only played about 60% of the season. And she had such a studious and hardworking offseason preparing here for her first normal year as a sophomore, and she has made the absolute most of it. And the defense again from Maryland keeping these rallies alive. You see, they're trying to get Rutgers out of system. They go to Nechi Peruka, and again just drops it in perfectly where there's nobody to be found. Maryland quickly running away here with this opening set. There's Maximova going through the alley. Some of the big names, Stephanie Samity, Courtney Bazzario, Johnny Parker, Temi Thomas Alara. Sam Sire has been that good this year, and again, a lot of the time she's patrolling that back row, starting with the defense, then getting up to the pin. And that time it's Nechi Peruka they have on the back row. It's made this offense so dynamic, and Maryland has gone from just a really good blocking team with not a whole lot of offensive weapons to a really well-rounded, balanced program. And they've got 6 set points here, make it 5 as Rutgers staves off 1. Kojadinovic with the kill. And then, of course, the defense been their guard, has been what they have lived and died on. And another nice dig from Gamillion. There's Nechi Peruka flying through. What a dig, though, from Graver. And then it's Raynell Jones. Graver turning everything back. And Kojadinovic missed the mark. After this first point, and we'll tell you about the other couple of games going on here on this Halloween Sunday. There's Raynell Jones. Exclamation point in the beginning of the sentence. The beginning of the second set. 139 blocks. Far and away, number one in the Big Ten, one of the best in the country. Dowler, a tip and a kill from Layla Ricks. Maryland right in the middle, wedged right in the middle at 5-5. An error on Rutgers. They've got a favorable schedule ahead that could potentially do that for them. Jones, dug out by Graver. Done a nice job in her first season as a Scarlet Knight. Transferred from LaSalle, a former player for Schweihofer when she was the coach there. And to get some legitimate playing time, if you can bring your defensive abilities, and that's exactly what she's done. Cheshlik with some venom, Sire able to absorb it. And Nechi Peruka again, just popping that one across the net and hitting over 200 in the Big Ten. If you don't know how to hit with precision, and if you are not a great student of the game, and that is exactly what the Latvian international is, as you're going to see her here again, and she's got another kill. Precision, the way that she can win points even without power. Going up against the sturdy Penn State defense, at the end of September, she put up 21 kills in the last 7 contests. Has been a huge addition for this team. Cheshlik nearly hit the seams off the ball, and it was sent back, but she cleans it up on the second effort. And you're seeing the ball fly off her hand. Speaking of which, there's Ricks. Good dipping serve from Madison Chitty. There's Nechi Peruka. They go to Maximova back on the far side pin, and now Rutgers offense starting to click. And they're getting some quality swings here as they try to claw back in this second frame. Ricks has it dug back into the corner for a point from Cheshlik. Dug it perfectly into the open space. Dowler looking for Nechi Peruka again. That time Maximova was keen to it. Cheshlik from the back row, it's blocked back. There's the Terrapin blocking. Ricks now has 100 on the season. Hannah Thompson's got almost 70. So they get contributions from all over on the defensive side. And an error against Rutgers. I think by their standards that they had built after the start of the season, it was a tough and a bit of an upsetting loss when they lost in 5 at home to Northwestern. They don't tire. They've got such great conditioning, and they just grind you down. Maximova, block back again. They are on pace to meet their quota here in this second frame. Vernon tries it, and it's blocked again. The same combo, Dowler and Thompson. Adam Hughes and his coaching staff, the assistant coach Becca Acevedo plays a huge part in that. And when they get together to form a window to block it, and it's so tough to get it through them. Even then, Cam Cheshlik. See if Rutgers can get some easy points on the serve. Well, there's a big thumb set kill, from Dowler. There's Finnerty to serve. Gurkovich. Again, that time it's dug out by Thomas. Bump set. Cheshlik missed the mark. Graver, good slicing serve. Dowler, the middle, coming through. Nechi Peruka. Maryland has yet to make an error here in this set. 27 kills to just 2 errors for the match. And another block, and it's Raynell Jones throwing her hands up in the air. And they get an ace from Dowler. Maryland siding out right now at 65%. Rutgers just at 43. They do get an ace, though, from Koyadinovich. Nearly another. Sire had to just kind of throw her forearms at it. The low for Cheshlik. Bounces off her, stays in play. Kept alive. Jones comes up short. Time for Sire. Sire again. Kojadinovic was ready for it down the line. Cheshlik turning defense into offense. There's Cam Cheshlik. In College Park, then came back, had 9 kills and 7 aces. In a record-setting performance for the Scarlet Knights, they had 13 aces inside College Ave Gym when they beat Maryland in March. Of going up 2-0. They're still hitting .375 for the match. Here's Cheshlik. Blocked again. It's Jones and Ricks. Obviously to begin with, but she has built such great chemistry with Layla Ricks over the last 2 seasons. Nechi Peruka. The low back set. Kojadinovic flies in, but too much mustard on it. It seemed to break up the momentum that Rutgers was building. The low, McNamara sliding right. At the net. Cheshlik went for the changeup. Here's Ricks over the top, perfectly done. And learning that you don't have to hit the ball 100 miles an hour to get a kill every time, and she has used a big one in West Lafayette. And the other match, Michigan State and Ohio State in Columbus. We'll get you caught up on those when we get back. A service error gifts the second set to Maryland. Sheet stuffing performance, 4 kills, 22 assists, 3 digs, 2 blocks. Kojadinovic starts the third set with a kill. She's leading the way for Rutgers. She's got 6 kills. Maximova 1 set away from handing Wisconsin just their 2nd loss of the season, as there's an ace. The first game of the Big Ten schedule. One of the biggest upsets in the last couple of years. A non-ranked team beating the number 2 team in the country. And there's a block from Jones and Ricks. So big-time upset alert brewing. Meanwhile, in Columbus, Buckeyes and Michigan State have split the first 2 sets. Sparty looking for what would be a big upset. Some scores from last night. Illinois beating Penn State in 4 on the road on a back-to-back after Rutgers pushed them to 5 sets here on Friday night. There's another kill for Cheshlik. Michigan swept Iowa at home. Northwestern beating Indiana. And a missed dig from Graver, and Nechi Peruka takes advantage of it. He's been one of the best hitters for this program over the last several seasons. And Nechi Peruka has certainly helped. Sam Sire has been a huge addition, and there's Milan Gomilian with an ace. The freshman libero leading the Big Ten in digs per set. And a hometown product from Bowie, Maryland. She has had some monster performances this year. 20 or more digs already 5 times this year. And that time, Kojadinovic hit that one off balance and flew it wide. And that time off the deflection, Maximova gets the kill. And Nechi Peruka misses that one wide. Maximova had 10 kills in the loss on Friday night against Illinois. Also chipped in with 3 blocks and 2 digs. Another senior on this team. In the middle. Time looking for Thompson. Sliding right was Gurkovic. Here's Nechi Peruka. Kojadinovic ready for it. There's John Suganainen, the sophomore from Istanbul, Turkey, who recently checked in for the first time. And Maximova went cross court. Low line drive. Lika Gurkovic. Yes. Rutgers had that one in the can, ready to go. Who has had to take a back seat at times this year to Shea McNamara and her brilliance, but still very reliable option off the bench when Rutgers needs some points. That one falls, and Nechi Peruka again just cleans it up. She goes ahead and just swings right away without hesitation. Being able to catch teams off guard sometimes just as important as being able to hit it with power and accuracy. Back set for Ricks. Here's Kojadinovic, blocked again. Good job by Belika, had to tiptoe the net just to keep that alive. They go to Sire, Chitty sliding on her knee against Penn State on Friday night. They came ready to play today. And they get another ace. They're going to need a lot of points in a hurry. They want to avoid being swept by Maryland for the second time this year. Kojadinovic dug out by Gamillion. Now back set for Maximova. Just trying to vary the looks a bit, but the Terps are all over the place no matter where it's coming from. And Sam Sire, who hasn't had to do a whole lot off. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for Rutgers. Talking earlier about how there very well could be a win in the cards for them, their first Big Ten win in the next coming weeks. As Thompson's got another kill, they'll they're home, pick up their first Big Ten win of the year when they take on Sparty. And an error, Maryland hit the net. Michigan State and Michigan back-to-back 2 weekends from now. So that's the upcoming schedule. 4 matches in which Rutgers very well could win 3 of them. If they play they play the way they played back on Friday and last weekend against Indiana. Today, they proved early on that they are legit, and this has been one of those performances from them today. Chitty nearly went down as she had to run all the way back to the front row. Left side of your screen. Chitty again laying out. There'll be plenty of high-paying buyers when Rutgers basketball kicks off in a couple of weeks. And off the pinball, it's Gurkovic who puts it away. Gurkovic, 3 kills without an error. And there's an ace from Graver. In the 3 sets, Maryland's got 6. Rutgers has 5. Pop-up serve, and the net working in the favor of the setter, Sydney Dowler. Went for the dump set kill. Kojadinovic. What a dig from Nechi Peruka. And then Sire finds the open part of the floor. Since that 2005 season where they went 28-5 in the ACC under Janice Kruger and got to the second round. Right now, Illinois and Michigan both receiving votes. And then 6 teams in the top 15 from the Big Ten Conference. Sire barely just got a piece of that one. Here's Jonsuga Naiden. Did she get a deflection? No, it misses wide. Barring meltdowns to the end of their seasons to get into the tournament. They're in the top 25. They're getting in. And an ace for Maryland. Illinois and Michigan receiving votes in the polls. Team to watch if they get into the big dance. Gnaiden blocked again. It's Jones and Ricks. We've said that name many times today. The way they've just hit it so cleanly. 38 kills to just 4 errors. And they get another ace. And not a whole lot they can do when Maryland has shown up and played their A game today, but definitely some mistakes that the Scarlet Knights want to cut down on, including some swings where they've just not hit it cleanly. This team has responded very well to adversity in the past. Again, a lot of these matches has been just a matter of such small margin of error for Rutgers. A couple of 5-set losses. We mentioned in their last 2 matches against Indiana and Illinois. They've been knocking on the doorstep of that first win. Nechi Peruka gets a favorable bounce from the net. Nice dig from Graver, though, had to lay out for it. The attack still coming, though. And Nechi Peruka gets it through the block, her 12th kill. Palika for Kojadinovic, gets it through, and Ohio State up 2-1 on Michigan State here on this Halloween Sunday. Ricks looking for the winner. She's got it. And an all-around complete effort from the Maryland Terrapins. They sweep Rutgers.